Okay, hi YouTube. It is Ask Janet, and I am doing this a little different, something different, because my sister challenged me, actually. So she said, if you're over 50 and you're a comedian or whatever, then you need to get your A on YouTube. So I'm not exactly sure what I'm supposed to talk about, but all I can talk about is what I know. So I'm going to talk about me. I'm going to talk about how depression and anxiety and different things can cause you to act certain ways and do certain things that you normally would not do. Like going to work, going to church, coming home, and not doing anything else but getting in your bed. I am 54 years old, soon to be 55 in November, and I'm depressed. I'm depressed. I don't really show it. People don't know it because I put my best foot forward and my best on the outside. But on the inside, people don't know that I am screaming. I lost my 4-year-old granddaughter some years ago. I have not bounced back from that. Uh, I lost my aunt, which is my mom's twin sister, a few years ago as well. And I have not bounced back from that. I see my mom and I watch my mom and how she's also depressed, and I can't get over that. It is just so much. But what I want to relay to everyone is that depression is real. It is real. And the struggle is real. But most importantly, I want the African American community to stop thinking that we don't need help. Stop thinking that we don't need psychiatrists or we don't need to talk to people. Sometimes you can't talk to your family. Sometimes you can't talk to your spouse or your siblings, which is family, but sometimes you just can't. Sometimes you need that help. Sometimes you need someone to come in that don't know you or the situation and won't judge, because we tend to do that. We tend to judge, which makes us shut down and lock up and not do anything. I am tired, exhausted even. I am tired of coming from work and working 9, 10, 11 hours and coming home and just getting in my bed because I feel like I have no life. I feel like there's nothing else left for me. And that's not true. I believe in God. I love God with all of my heart and soul. I grew up in the church. I'm still in the church. I'm active in the church. I hold many offices in the church. But even in knowing God, even in believing in God as much as I do, I still hurt. I'm still depressed. And I pray every day. I constantly pray. And I know that God hears my prayers. He's answered my prayers. So I know, or some of my prayers, I know that He is still in the blessing business. I know that. But in the meantime, while I'm waiting on other people who need him more than I do, while I'm waiting on that, on my blessing, I'm hurting. And I am. And a lot of people are, and they won't open up and they won't talk about it, especially, like I said, in the African American community, because it's something that we look down on. It's something that oh girl, you don't need it. Oh girl, you just need it. Oh girl, it's it. Not true. Not true. And this is, if we don't clear it up as parents and grandparents, it's going to trickle down to our children. It's going to trickle down to their children. So we need to deal with it. We need to deal with it. Now, what made me, not only my sister challenge me, but what made me say, okay, I'm going to do this, is I started to look really, really old. And I'm going to show you guys a picture just this morning. And when my sister said that, I started thinking, and I said, you know what, chick? You are starting to look old. You can't do that. So I got up, I got dressed, and I said, today is the last day that I'm going to look like the picture that I'm going to show you guys. Life, guys, is not a remote control. You got to get up and change it yourself, or it won't change. There is no change without change. And the change has to start from you. So it's starting with me. So if anybody else want to join me in starting this at our age, and it's nothing wrong with that. I'm not gonna say that I'm Stella and gonna get our groove back, but I am going to live life to the fullest. We don't know how long we have here. We don't know when God is gonna call us home. We don't know what's gonna happen. So until then, I'm going to live my best life. I'm not going to worry about my children. I'm not going to worry about my grandchildren. I'm not going to worry about anything anymore that would cause me or them to disturb my peace. My peace now is the most important thing to me. And it has to be the most important thing to you. If you're not to the point where it's the most important thing to you, this entire video is not for you, because it has to be the most important thing to you, because others don't matter. Not saying that we don't love our loved ones, not saying that they're not important in our lives or anything, because they are. I'm not saying that at all. What I'm saying is you are the number one. You are the most important person to yourself. But until you realize that, you're going to be like me, and you're going to go to work, you're going to go to church, you're going to sing in the choir, you're going to come back, you're going to get into bed, and you're going to do it every single day over and over and over until it becomes a habit. I don't want that to be my habit. I want to travel. I want to do things. I want to enjoy life before I leave here. So if there's anyone out there that want to join me, subscribe. I'm going to come back and I'm going to talk about it more. I'm going to show you guys the picture of me earlier today, and you're going to be like, wow. Yeah, that was me this morning. But I finally made up in my mind that that's not going to be me for the rest of my life. I'm sorry. So to my children and my grandchildren and any great grands, if God spare my life for me to see them, I love you with all of my being. But as of today, you are second to me. Please understand that. Until I talk to you guys again, peace out.